So, in this chapter, basically, we will be talking about the rate of reaction, okay, and how fast a reaction can go, or how slow a reaction can go. Then, what are the factors that are going to affect the reaction? For example, concentration, temperature, catalyst, okay, and then how chemical kinetics also helps us to know what is the uh, reaction mechanism for any reaction. Okay, this helps us to tell all these things. So let's first write down chemical kinetics. Basically, it is the branch of physical chemistry which deals with role of rate of chemical reactions and various factors affecting the rate of chemical reactions. It also deals with mechanism of the reaction. Okay, that how a reaction can proceed, what are the different steps it is taking place. All these informations are given by chemical kinetics. Write down this. Okay, now what is rate of a reaction? We have to have some basic value to find out the rate of reaction. We have to have some basic measurement baseline when we uh, say that what is the rate of a reaction. Otherwise, for different people it will be different rate of reaction. Okay, so first let's write down what is rate of a reaction. So rate is defined as change in any quantity with respect to time. And for chemical reactions, change in quantity is concentration or pressure of reactant or product with respect to time. So in this chapter, we will basically be talking about the change in concentration with respect to time, or the pressure change in pressure of reactant or product with respect to time. Okay. Now, types of reaction on the basis of rate. Types of reactions on the basis of rate. First is reactions which are completed within fraction of seconds are called as very fast reactions. Are called as very fast reactions. मतलब reactant को mix किया नहीं किया और reaction हो गई. So these types of reactions are called as very fast reactions. For example, all ionic reactions. Ionic reactions, for example, NaCl plus AgNO3 gives AgCl as precipitate plus NaNO3. So these ionic types of reactions will be called as very fast reactions. Next is very slow reactions. So reactions which requires years for completion are called as very slow reactions. So basically, there is no practical importance to determine the rate of these reactions because these reactions are taking such a long time. Okay, so here write down. So there is no practical importance to determine rate of these reactions. Example, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron takes a lot of time, 1 year, 2 years. So there is no practical use of finding the rate of these kind of reactions. Yes, Abhiram, decay of carbon isotopes, all these things also very slow reactions. Third type of reactions are, of course, your moderate reactions. Okay, so reactions which requires finite time for their completion, which can be measured practically. Okay, for example, are called as moderate reactions. For example, your molecular reactions. For example, I am taking N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. So these takes finite time, not like infinite, like not these are not very slow and these are not very fast reactions. Okay, so here basically bond breaking is taking place. Bond is broken down between N and here hydrogen and hydrogen, and bond formation is taking place between nitrogen and hydrogen. So this is your bond formation, and all these two are going to bond breaking. Got it? Write down this. Yeah, actually अभिराम, this decay of this thing को हम इसमें define नहीं करते हैं usually, slow reaction fast reaction में, that is all radioactive things. So वो radioactive topic में आता है. Done writing?
नहीं मैम।
लिखो जल्दी से। Okay. So next is how to find out the rate of a reaction. Okay. So now let's say there is a reaction which is going from A to B. Okay. During the start of the reaction, that is at T is equal to 0. Let's say the concentration of A is A naught and the concentration of B will be 0. Now let's say at time T is equal to 2. T, that means any particular time. This is AT and this is your PT. Some of the products is formed and some of the reactants are left. So I can also write down AT is also equal to A naught minus X. And what is BT? BT को हम X एज्यूम कर लेते हैं, जो कि हम नॉर्मल केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम में लिखते हैं. तो BT किसके इक्वल हो गया है यहाँ पे? X. So this is your concentration of A left and this is your concentration of B formed. Okay. So I can define the rate of a reaction with respect to reactant as well as with respect to product. दोनों के तरीके से ही हम किसी भी रिएक्शन के रेट को डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. सो नाउ रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन ऑफ ए के रेस्पेक्ट में रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन क्या होने वाला है, इसको इस तरीके से भी आप लिख सकते हो, रेट ऑफ ए, या फिर आप इसको बोल सकते हो रेट ऑफ कंजम्पशन ऑफ ए, या फिर क्या बोल सकते हो, रेट ऑफ डिसअपियरेंस ऑफ ए. सबका मतलब सेम ही है, तो कहीं क्वेश्चन में आ जाए डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टर्म्स अगर यूज कर रहे हैं तो उससे कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, इट मीन्स द सेम थिंग. So all these are your rate of reaction of A, या rate of A, rate of consumption of A or rate of disappearance of A. This is all with respect to A. So that will be equal to, क्योंकि A का जो amount है वो कम हो रहा है. Okay, that is why we use a minus sign here. And then change of concentration of A with respect to change in time. So this delta sign is representing here change. A here is representing concentration of A, and this is your change in time. Now this can be written as in one more way, as we have written as AT minus A naught divided by T, whatever uh, change in T is there. So we can write this particular rate of reaction with respect to A in this particular manner also. In the same way, we can write down rate of reaction of B. Rate of reaction basically with respect to B. It will be equal to, now products are being formed here, so we can write down plus change in concentration of B divided by change in time. Okay. And this can also be written as earlier Bt was formed and initial concentration was 0 divided by change in time, or Bt is also equal to x, so we can simply write down x by change in time. Write down this. Done writing? Okay. Write down a little note here at the end of this thing, that rate cannot be negative. कोई किसी भी चीज़ का रेट आप किसी रिएक्शन का जो आप जीरो से स्टार्ट कर रहे हो उसका रेट कभी नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकता, चाहे आप विद रिस्पेक्ट टू रिएक्टेंट लो या फिर आप विद रिस्पेक्ट टू प्रोडक्ट लो। तो अगर मैं चेंज इन रिएक्टेंट निकालूंगी, अगर मैं यहाँ माइनस साइन नहीं लगाऊं और मैं नॉर्मल चेंज निकालूं तो वो हमेशा नेगेटिव में आएगा, है ना। तो नेगेटिव में मुझे रेट नहीं चाहिए, इसीलिए पहले से मैंने एक नेगेटिव साइन यहाँ पे लगा के रखा है ताकि अल्टीमेटली रेट क्या आ जाए हमारे पास, पॉजिटिव आ जाए। सो राइट डाउन हियर, सो for expression of reactant, negative sign will be there because for reactants final concentration is less than initial concentration, because reaction has started, it can never go back and come negative. Okay, so we already put a negative sign so that ultimately rate of the reaction comes out to be positive. Now, in this chapter, wherever I am using this sign delta, that means there is a large change, and wherever we are using small d, that means there is a small change. Okay, both means change only, but if we are using delta, that means it is a large change, and if we are using small d, that means there is a small change. Suppose I have a reaction here, a plus b gives c plus d. Okay, and I have to write down the rate with respect to this small change. So rate of reaction with respect to A will be equal to minus dA over dt, or rate of reaction with respect to B, it will be equal to minus dB over here dt. So these are your rate of consumption or rate of disappearance. Now rate of reaction with respect to C will be equal to plus dC over dt, and rate of reaction with respect to d will be equal to plus d over dt. And this is your rate of production or rate of appearance. So this is how the rate of reaction is uh, mentioned as these values. Write down this. Yeah, Soumya, whatever concentration is given, you can write accordingly. I have not told you that what is the change in concentration. That D means only change. We have not done the values here right now.